Everybody, this is lecture for topic 7. This topic is about job order costing. Okay, job order costing is a costing system. Okay, you have to remember this. A costing system is a method that is used to calculate cost per unit of a product. So let's say you have a business and then your business produces a product. In accounting, it is very important for you to calculate the cost for the product because you want to use the knowledge about the product cost to make many decisions, including to set price for your product. So the way to calculate the cost for this product, or the method that can be used to calculate the cost for this product, is called costing system. In accounting, there are two main costing systems. The first one is called process costing. Okay, let's see about the process costing. Remember, process costing is a costing system. It is a method that you can use to calculate cost for unit product, cost per unit of a product. Okay, process costing. Process costing is a costing system that is used by a company that produces many units of a single product. See the blue box. And the process costing system, in the process costing system, one unit product is indistinguishable from other units of product. And point number 3, the identical nature of each unit of product enables assigning the same average cost per unit. So remember, if you see a business that produces one product but in many quantities, then the business can use process costing system to calculate the cost per unit for the product. In the later slides, you will see several examples. Okay, the examples of companies that uses process costing. Here there are 3 examples. First, the Asia Pulp and Paper, paper manufacturer, and then the second one is Kang Shifu, instant noodle producer, and then number 3, Coke, the soft drink that we always take. Coke is the easiest to understand. See, Coke, the product is one. The product is Coke soft drink, but the company that produces the soft drink produces millions of bottles of Coke every month or every day maybe. So you can see that for Coke, the way to calculate cost per unit of Coke is to use a process costing system. Okay, in this topic, you will learn about job costing system. Okay, let's see. What about the job costing system? A job costing system is a system that is used by a company that produces many different products in one accounting period. And then the product produced by the company are manufactured to order. The company only produces the product when the company receive order from a customer. And then the unique nature of each order requires tracking or allocating costs to each job and maintaining cost records for each job. So if a company produces unique product and the company only produces the product after receiving order from customer, then the company should use job order costing system. The company cannot use process costing system. Okay, the examples of companies that uses job costing system to calculate cost per unit of its product is the first one is Commercial Aircraft Corporation of China, the aircraft manufacturer. So you have to know that for an aircraft manufacturer, the company only build the aircraft after receiving customer order, and every aircraft made by the company is unique according to the order of the customer. So this kind of business should use job order costing system to calculate cost per unit of the product or the aircraft. The second example is Tata Consultancy Service. This company is providing consultancy service. So every consultancy service is unique according to the request by the client. And then the number 3 example is Hong Kong Aircraft Engineering, aircraft maintenance service. So every maintenance service is unique, so the company has to use job order costing system to calculate cost per service. Okay, these are the differences between job order costing and process costing system. So you can see the number of jobs work for job order. For a company that uses job order system, there are many jobs done in one accounting period. But for a company that uses process costing system, the company produces only one product, but in many units, in maybe thousands of units or million of units. And then, okay, for job order costing, to calculate cost per unit, the calculation should be done on every individual job, because each job is different, so you have to calculate separately. Every job you have to calculate separately. But for a company that uses process costing system, they can calculate the cost according to departments or processes. Focus on the job order costing. So average cost computed by job for job order costing, but for process costing system, the average cost is computed according to department or process. Okay, let's see this question. Which of the following companies will be likely to use job order costing rather than process costing? Okay, this is the first thing that you have to know in this topic. You have to know which company should use job order costing, which company should use process costing system. So remember about job costing system. Job costing system should be used by a company that produces many products in one accounting period, and each product is unique. Okay, let's see this question. Is Scott Pepper Company for Kleenex? So this one, I think, should use process costing system, because the Kleenex produces tissue paper, one product but many thousand or millions of units. Architects, what do you think? Architect is an example of a business that should use job order costing system, because the main activity of an architect firm is to draw plan for building, I think. So each plan is unique according to the client. So this kind of business should use job order costing system. Hence for ketchup, so this one clearly will use process costing system. The caterer for a wedding reception, what do you think? So this one should use job order costing system because every catering service is different according to the customer order and request. And then E, builder of commercial fishing vessels. So this is also an example of a business that should use job order costing because every fishing vessels is built after receiving customer order, and every vessel is unique according to the requirement made by the client or customer. So see here the answers are three businesses, B, D, and E. Okay, this is another thing that you have to know. The documents used in job order costing system. So in accounting, document is very important. The document is used to record what had happened. And then the second thing is the document is an evidence that something had happened in a business. Okay, remember this. I will show you the most important thing. So for a business that uses job order costing system, the business uses one most important document. This document is called job cost sheet. So for the business that uses job costing system, the business has to create one job cost sheet for every job. Let's say the business is a caterer. So every catering service, the business has to use or create one job cost sheet document. Let's say in 1 month there are 10 catering services. Then the business has to use 10 job cost sheet. One job cost sheet for every service. If the business produces product, then the business should use one job cost sheet for every product. So in the job cost sheet, the business has to record 3 costs. See in this job cost sheet, remember in accounting, when you produce something, you have to pay 3 types of costs. Remember about in the previous topic you have learned about product cost. In accounting, to produce a product, you have to pay 3 types of costs. The first one is direct material cost, the second one is direct labor cost, and the third one is the manufacturing overhead cost. Okay, so when a business uses a job cost sheet, the business has to record 3 costs related to the job. To finish a job, the business has to pay 3 types of costs: the direct material cost, direct labor cost, and manufacturing overhead. Okay, this is a document related to the material. See here, when the business doing a job or producing something, then the business has to record the direct material cost for the job. The business has to record the direct material cost in the job cost sheet. Maybe when the business doing a job, there are many materials. Then the business has to list all the materials cost, all the material costs in the section for the direct material cost. Okay, this is a document related to direct labor. So when the business has to pay for the direct labor cost related to a job, then the business has to record it in the job cost sheet. Okay, the next thing is about the overhead cost. overhead cost is an indirect cost. It has no direct relationship with a job or a product produced by a company. So in the job costing system, to calculate the overhead cost, you have to use a concept called predetermined overhead rates. Okay, to calculate the predetermined overhead rate, you have to use an allocation base. So to make it simple, the allocation base is like this. If a company is a machine intensive business, then the allocation base is the machine hours. And if a company is a labor intensive business, then the business should use direct labor hours as the allocation base. Okay, how to calculate the predetermined overhead rate? So to calculate the predetermined overhead rate, the formula is estimated overhead cost divided by the estimated allocation base. Okay, predetermined overhead rate is an estimate. The reason why you should use estimate to calculate the overhead cost for a job is because you want to calculate the cost quickly. If you want to use actual overhead cost to calculate overhead cost for a job, then you have to wait until at the end of the accounting period. So it is sometimes very late. If you have a business, when you finish doing a job, you want to know straight away how much is the cost. So you cannot wait until at the end of the year. So that's why you use predetermined overhead rate to calculate overhead cost for a job. So I will show you the most important. Okay, after you have calculated the predetermined overhead rate, you have to calculate the applied overhead for the job. Okay, how to calculate applied overhead for the job? Applied overhead equal to predetermined overhead rate times the actual activity or actual allocation base. You will see how to calculate this in the sample question. Okay, this is an example of overhead application rate, or this is an example of how to calculate the POHR. So here in this example, the POHR is equal to estimated overhead divided by estimated allocation base. In this example, the estimated overhead cost is 640,000, and the estimated overhead rate, estimated allocation base is 160,000 direct labor hours. So the POHR is $4 per direct labor hour. So it means that for each direct labor hour work on a particular job, $4 of factory overhead will be applied to that job. Okay, this is the end of the lecture 1 for this topic, and then you can communicate with me in the comment section.